Why you don't have that you want to have in your life? A deep question, right? That you should ask yourself, that why you don't have the thing that you really want to have in your life. And I think this is because you don't want to have that things subconsciously. So in this video we will gonna talk about our subconscious mind and how it plays a game in our life. So we will gonna talk about that in this video. So have you ever wondered why the things you want the most feel the farthest from you? Not because you are lazy, not because you are not capable, but because something inside you is quietly resisting the very thing you are chasing. It sounds too obvious, but any perception about thing deeply rooted in our subconscious mind. You subscribe to many ideas, theories, and perception very easily. We easily absorb the thing from social media, from the people surrounding us. We just get their ideas, we just get their perception about things, and we don't really think about, is it good to have, or is it correct, or it is their own thinking, that they are playing their programming into your own life. So subconscious minds operates entirely by suggestions. Here you are gonna see that how a subconscious mind is playing game in our own life, that and we didn't know about it at all. Like we want to have that thing, we want to have that life in our life, like we want that thing to have in our life. We want to be in that place, we want that job, we want that type of life that we really want to. And here a line that is from the book Three Magic Words that I really want to tell you about. Here is a line from that the hypnotist through his methods of putting the conscious mind to sleep simply removes the control which the conscious mind exerts over the subconscious mind. The patient, when under hypnotic sleep, acts on every suggestion. So here is a hypnotist and a patient. So here is a scenario of both of them. So where the patient, when under hypnotic sleep, acts on every suggestion of the hypnotist, as if it were truth, for the hypnotist has now taken the place of the conscious mind. The hypnotist says, "You have no feeling in your right arm," and forthwith the patient has no feeling in his right arm. So deep, in fact, is this anesthetic that it far outdoes any drug known to science. The hypnotist may say to the patient, "When you wake up, I am going to count or to 10, and as I count, you will gradually lose your hearing, so that when I get to 10, you will be able to hear nothing at all. When I start counting backwards from 10, you will gradually regain your hearing, so that when I arrive at 1, your hearing will be fully restored." This is a post-hypnotic suggestion. The patient is awakened, the hypnotist counts to 10, and the patient gradually loses his hearing. At 10, a gun is fired behind the patient and not a single tremor indicates that he was hurt. When the hypnotist counts backward from 10, the patient hearing is fully restored. This is the mighty subconscious mind at work. Here the hypnotist take the part of their conscious mind, and the patient is where is become like a subconscious mind. So everything that hypnotist saying to him, he was doing, his internal mechanism is doing the same. So can you see how important our subconscious mind is, and how the outer reality of our life is playing with our subconscious mind? Where in our conscious mind there are many things, that we are grasping from our environment, and we are not aware at all, at not only 1% about that thing, and it is writing our life, it is writing our life story. Can you just think about it for a second, from the scenario that I tell you from this book? it just shocked me, like how our conscious mind and subconscious mind is very linked to each other, and how they play in our own life. So that's how we use we subconscious mind is so powerful. That is how, like, our subconscious mind is so powerful. Your subconscious mind is generally a amygdala plus limbic system that drive in comfort and familiar uh, environment. If your goal not seems safe to you, it will block your action you have to take related to it. So if you have a goal in your mind that I am going to achieve this thing, and I am going to have this thing in my life, but if your body doesn't feel safe to hearing that or feeling that emotions or energy, it will gonna block your actions to doing that thing. That, like in my previous video, I tell you a lot of about vision board, like what is the gap between both of them in your goal and your vision board. So in all of my videos, I tell you that how our subconscious conscious mind, our reality, our energy, our thoughts, how all of this thing are very important part of our life, and you can make anything out of this. You can make a thread related to this thing and just joining it somewhere else, and you will gonna have a different type of product in front of you, like you will gonna get it. So that's how your subconscious mind is powerful, and you have to be very aware about what you are intaking in your conscious mind from social media, from people around you. You have to be able to aware about that thing, and just know that okay, it is coming, but I don't have to grasp it all. I don't have to just internalize it inside me. You just have to be very aware about this thing. So here is a conflicting simultaneous goals. A person can consciously want something, but subconsciously want the opposite. Example: I want success, but I fear responsibility and pressure. This create neural conflict. So here is a conflicting simultaneous goal. When we really when we decided I really want to have this thing, but internally I have a fear about that thing. If I really want to have that relationship, if I really want to be in that place, in my work, in my job, then there is a thing behind that thing, like I tell you in my previous video. So here a neural conflict is happening, where your conscious mind is saying the one thing and your subconscious mind saying another thing, and you can hear what your conscious mind is telling you, but you can't hear your subconscious mind chatter. You can't, you can't do it, you can't listen to it. Like, how can I tell you that our subconscious mind is so deeply connected with our whole body, and we are not aware about what is going on in our subconscious mind, not at all, not at all. So yeah, reward pathways, the dopamine system, and threat pathways, that is amygdala, where our fears comes. So these two are when two networks fire together, the brain picks survival first every time. Like, our brain is made for survival. I tell you this in my previous video that our brain is made for survival, not thriving in our life. So it make the thing like that. If you are choosing a thing as a reward pathway or a threat pathway, from both of this thing, your brain will gonna decide, or it will gonna pick the thing that is best for your survival, not for your whole awesome life or anything at all. So you act according to identity, not desire. If you really think that okay, I really want to have this thing, but do you really change your identity like that? Because you will gonna have it if you change your identity like that. So identity, what is identity? A repetition of neural patterns inside your mind, inside your conscious mind. So the identity is a repetition of your neural patterns. So did you make that neural patterns inside your brain? If you really want that, you have to make that identity, you have to make that neural patterns, so your subconscious mind is ready to have it that you really want in your life. And that's a question that I see in many social media places. I see people commenting in other videos, or I get to know about a lot of people's life, that how they are facing everything like that. They say that they are in the road to manifestation, or they are in this thing, but at some time they feel that it is a fluff, or it is not working for them. But here is the thing, that you have to be open to everything in this field. You have to know about the things. If you seeing one thing from another creator, or you're listening to another creator at the same time, and you're having a neural conflict between both of them, you have to be very convicted about what you are hearing from all the places. Just listen the one person and just very convicted to it, that okay, if this person is saying this, then okay, I will gonna do this and it will gonna happen to me. So you have to be very convicted to all of this thing. Okay, that's why you only have things in present that you subconsciously subscribe to. If you are thinking that my life is looking like that and that and this, then you should know that you subconsciously, your mind subconsciously subscribe to that thing, to having it. Whatever you have in your present life, it is all related to the thing that you have inside your subconscious mind. Just take this thing from my video, that okay, that's why I don't have the thing that I really want in my life, because this is a sad self. This is your gap between your manifestation, between the thing that you really want to have in your life. I am making this video to tell you that please fill this gap. In my previous video I tell you about filling the gap between your goal and vision board, and in this video I'm telling you to connect everything that I tell in all of my videos, and just journal about it. Just think about it for a second, that okay, what she's telling, like why I don't have the thing that I really want in my life. Just ask this question to yourself, and you will gonna have the solution for that. I tell you that the problem and the solution, you are that. You have both of them. If you are saying that my life is bad and I can't do anything with it, then it is right. At the same time, if you are telling yourself that I can do good in my life, and my life can be a best life anyone can see, then at the same time you are right. Both of this in both of this situation, you are very right. The better pathway and the bad pathway, the both of them is very right. So you will gonna know what thing you really want to subscribe. You really want to subscribe the thing that you like, it is impossible for you, you can't do it, or you can't have that thing, then you are right. And if you are thinking that everything is possible for me, I can do it, I can have everything that I really want in my life, then you are right at the same time. So here is your reminder, that please implement this thing in your life. Know your subconscious mind, know your deeply rooted thing in your subconscious mind, that is related to fear, that is related to survival. If you are thinking that I really want to have this thing, but you don't having it right now, the reason could be that there is a fear inside your subconscious mind that is blocking every action, that is blocking every ideas you want to have it right now. So you can have it, whatever you want to have in your life, if you see this gap and fill it. So here is your little reminder from my side.